Now it's time for us to get into our personality segment. And we have a fascinating person joining us on the set this morning. She's Adelaide Ahovy Abbiw-Williams. She's the CEO of SES HD Plus Ghana Limited. You are welcome.
Thank you, David.
How are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
And you're looking very nice.
Thank you. And it's a pleasure to be here as well.
Thank you too.
Okay, so before we talk about HD Plus and the work you're doing and everything else, let's just take it back a little bit. I'm sure as a little girl, you had dreams of when they say, oh, what do you want to do in the future? Did you ever say, I want to be CEO of HD Plus one day?
Honestly,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
So growing up, I was very creative,
Okay.
drawing, sewing. So
Okay.
I think by the age of
Okay.
6, I would actually sew clothes for my dolls.
Oh,
I
wow.
could draw, make stuff. So once I'm able to study this clay pot
Yeah.
and I know how to make it, I would just
Wow.
do it. However, my dad saw the potential in me because I was very good academically.
Okay.
So he, at a very early age, he told me I'll be a medical doctor. You know, at that you don't really know what it means,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he really urged
It
me
sounds
on.
good, and you're like, okay.
Okay, so I went along with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you grew up where?
Okay, so I was born in Accra.
Okay.
But then my early days I grew up with my grandparents
Okay.
in Tema, Comte 2.
Okay.
So it was a very regular childhood. But of course, when you're living with your grandparents, there's that allowance for you to be yourself, and
Yeah.
I think that I'm very grateful for that. So I started my early childhood education at Betty Jonas. It was a crèche, and then
Oh, we see you on the screen.
yes,
Wow.
yeah. So that's innocent me.
Yeah.
And
So which
then
one were you?
So I'm the oldest.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
yes, I'm the oldest, and that's me playing big sister duty.
I can tell.
Yeah.
So after Betty Jonas, I moved to Good Shepherd.
Okay.
There's a Catholic school.
Yes.
Now I can't remember the Catholic school, but it was a Good Shepherd Catholic church. There was a school,
And there's a school next to it. Yeah.
attached to. So that's where I had my primary education.
Community 3, isn't it?
Community
Or
2.
2. It's
Community
2.
2.
Yeah.
It was a long time. Then
Yeah.
my dad moved us to our current, or where he's currently living in Kwashtiman. So we all moved, and that's when we had to transfer to Association International
Okay.
School. So that's where I had my basic education, and then after I moved to Wesley Girls
Okay.
to pursue that. At that time it was called science. So I was a science student.
Okay.
And then after I moved to UCC,
Okay.
and then earned a BSc in mathematics.
Oh, you're seeing some
Oh.
gay pictures.
Yes, gay pictures. So I was in S.
Oh, which one is this?
So this is usually the first week
Oh.
when you are welcomed. It was called the
when they are
Nino's-
homoing you.
Yes, so we used to call it the Nino's Day.
Nino's night.
Nino's
Okay,
Nino's
okay,
Day,
okay.
Yeah.
The Nino is the new one.
The new one.
Uh-huh. Why? So they powdered you?
Yeah, usually you are powdered, you carry your pail, and then that's your sponge around your neck, just to make some fun of you.
Yeah. I
But it was
see.
all in good
Yes.
Yeah.
spirits.
Yeah. Okay. So after UCC, what was next for you?
So after earning a degree in math and statistics,
Math and statistics.
Imagine going
Oi.
from being a creative
Oi.
to math.
yeah. So yes, even in my university days, I was sewing my own church clothes.
Oh.
So I sort of married the two,
Okay.
and I always embraced the creative side of me. However, knowing that I could challenge myself to do more analytic, I actually enrolled in the Institute of Actuaries.
Okay.
Yes, so because I wanted
wow.
to become an actuary. However, At that time, I wasn't from a very rich home, and actuarial science was something that's very expensive.
Yes.
So I decided to take a job, save some money, and then pursue it. But then I joined the faculty just to start preparing myself so that I don't lose that interest. However, getting into my national service days at Diageo, which is Guinness Ghana Limited here, I fell in love with sales and marketing, even though I was in the procurement department. And after my national service, I was retained and I was asked to join the business transformation team, which was bringing change into the company through the SAP business application software. This was to ensure that the whole business could be captured in the system end to end, right? So I was focusing on the procurement side, but I still didn't feel that this is where I wanted because it was very analytical. I was still an analyst at that point. So I saw an advert from Nestle Central and West Africa region looking for a sales analyst. So I decided to get into there, and this is where I actually was able to practice or get into the practical side of sales and marketing. And I fell in love working with 23 countries under the region, analyzing their marketing and sales activities. And then at a point, I had to get onto the ground with them to understand. Because if you say that your activity yielded 23%, what does it mean for the business? How do we work with you to make it better? So after 2 years of doing that, I moved to Nestle Ghana, where I was managing the milks. It was milks, family cereals, Cerevita, Ideal Milk, Carnation. So that's the Cerevita box by me.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. So this is one of our off-site or team building. So we climbed Afajato. This is Boti Falls, I think somewhere in the
it looks like the Umbrella Rock over there.
So when we finally got to the summit, we took this picture. So it was really the point where I actually got my marketing and sales and commercial acumen, because Nestle, we call it a school, right? By the time you go through Nestle in about 5 years, you actually don't need a degree. You are able to make certain strategic decisions. So it was a very good learning place for me, and I realized that this is where I want to be, sales and marketing, and basically in the commercial space. After building a very successful loyalty scheme for Nestle, and then positioning the sales team, giving them all the tools to be able to drive sales of these brands that I was managing for the trade, on the trade side of things, I got the opportunity to work with Vodafone. And the reason why I was recruited was also to deliver a similar loyalty scheme for Vodafone, but this time around using technology. And that is what got me excited about that. And it was very successful, but it didn't end there. It was one new role after the other. After this loyalty scheme, it was now the launch of Vodafone Cash, where I was the lead in the customer acquisition side. And after 1 year of launch, we were one of the first operating companies in Vodafone to acquire 1 million customers onto the Vodafone Cash. And then there was a consolidation, and I was asked to lead the trade marketing team, which we call channel development in Vodafone. And so I was then managing all the business units, fixed, mobile, and then Vodafone Cash as well.
From everything that you're sharing with us, you sound like you're very, very driven. It's like you don't, what do I want now?
That's true. I think that's what makes me different, right? I've always felt different because I think my creativity makes me very curious, right? When I see this, I like to understand what's going on behind it. I think people take certain things for granted, but I don't, right? I challenge the status quo. I believe that something that's worth doing, it's worth doing well. So I make sure that I see things to a conclusive end. I'm very detailed as well.
I think it's very, very inspiring, and I'm sure a lot of people are inspired by it. But how do you do all this with family?
Okay. So I'll say that it's about prioritization and knowing where you bring value the most. And on the other side, it's also what you value the most, right? So first of all, your family, your relationships for me, are the most important. So it's about freeing up your time so that you can focus on what others cannot do for you, right? And which is this time with your family. Then the second one is, there are things that you can do, right? But you only have 12 hours, let's say. Now, that 12 hours, isn't it better to outsource the things that others can do, and then leave only those that only you can make an impact on? And this has been the success story, right? To be able to give my kids, my family, the time, and then also be able to excel professionally.
So,
Oh, that's your family right there.
Yes. So this was my in-laws, my sister-in-laws. So that's a family.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my family.
Wonderful,
Wow.
wonderful. So, at which point in time did you move to head HD Plus?
Okay. So after almost 10 years at Vodafone, I was looking for something.
A new challenge.
A new challenge. If you follow my my history, you realize that after a year and a half, I'm asking myself, what's next?
Yeah.
Right? And it's all based on this curiosity. So I got the opportunity to apply for the role of head of marketing at SES Ghana Limited, and SES then. And this was when I realized that we wanted to launch a new product, HD Plus, in Ghana. So I applied, and I think they were quite impressed, and they got me on board. And after 2 years of positioning this brand, HD Plus, as the most preferred free-to-wear platform in Ghana,
Yeah.
premium free-to-wear platform in Ghana, the opportunity now came to split the business, because then it was just one SES business headed by one CEO. However, the business had been had a focus of B2B, which is bringing other broadcasters on the platform, and then the B2C, which is then selling the proposition to the market. And this is where the opportunity came, and then I was appointed as the CEO in January this year.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, let's take a quick break. All right. We'll come back and we'll continue the conversation. Ago. Ago. Welcome back. And we've been having a conversation this morning with the CEO of SES HD Plus Ghana Limited, and that's Adelaide Ahovy Abbiw-Williams. And fantastic story, you know, she's a powerhouse, really. And Adelaide, so we're now talking about you at HD Plus. For now you're CEO. You came in initially marketing, and now you're CEO. For you, I can see that your desire for more and for achieving more. I use HD Plus, and I love the picture quality. What's the challenge here for you? Because I know that all through the story that you've told us, if there's no challenge, it's time to say what's next.
Yeah.
What's the challenge for you at HD Plus?
Okay. So SCS, on the SCS platform we have here in Ghana, we have 5 million homes who are using the SCS satellites.
Okay.
And
5 million?
yes.
Wow.
So the challenge for me is getting all these homes who are already connected through their satellites to be able to adopt HD Plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your challenge.
That is the challenge.
How is it going?
So far, it's been good. I would say we are one of the fastest growing satellite platforms in Ghana. As at this week, we went past the 155,000 customer milestone.
Okay.
And based on how it's going, we are sure that 200,000 is something we can easily reach at the end of the year. So based on this rate, we are sure that by in the next 5 years, as for 1 million, this is my vision for the business, to be able to get into 1 million homes by the end of 2028.
So would you say when you get that 1 million homes, that's it for you? You tell yourself, okay, I'm done here. I have done what I want to do for them, and then on to the next.
No, not necessarily. You see, the industry we are in is fast changing, and for me, I love where I am because of the possibility to do things, innovate the space, right? If you take the conversation we were having earlier about being able to watch a local channel on TV, on your phone, and being able to enjoy free data with it, right? This is something that I feel the passion to be able to do. There are a lot of things in the pipeline we want to deliver on HD Plus. So for me, once that environment is still there where we can innovate and change the face of TV in Ghana, then there's still hope for HD Plus. Yeah.
So I actually want you to, I'm fascinated by this mobile aspect of TV. But what does SES stand for? Okay.
So SES is a global satellite connectivity service provider. Globally, we have over 70 satellites currently in orbit.
Okay.
In Ghana, our major business has been in broadcasting. So over 10 years, we have built the platform, which is popularly called the multi-TV platform, with over 180 channels in SD. And HD Plus was launched about 2 years ago to go a step further, which is now to improve the picture quality and then also add other experiences around it, so that the ordinary satellite TV home can also enjoy what advanced TV homes in advanced countries are also be able to. And today we know that HD is where most advanced countries are enjoying. So we want the Ghanaian homes to also be able to enjoy that.
I find it fascinating. I can actually see myself on TV, on my phone. Yeah. Have you seen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
I think I want to get.
So basically, what it is
so
that
it's important I get.
Yes, we'll get you one.
And you're saying that this is not using my data.
No, it's free data every month.
I need this
every month.
Wow. I think I need this. It's
this
really important for me.
No, I mean, I don't know if we can pick it, but you can see the TV screen right here.
Yeah.
You know, and what it is. So for viewers who are just watching us, what it is that can you explain how it works? So there's an app.
Yes. So you need the HD Plus device. So it could be a decoder, an integrated TV set with the app on it, or what we call the HD Plus module, which is for now is sold with NASCO TVs, right? But if, for example, you are using the HD Plus decoder, this decoder gives you 19 channels in high definition quality, plus other features, which is the app, and then the ability to pause, reverse, and record live TV, and other features that enable the viewing experience, like the parental access control, the EPG data, so you're able to know what's coming 7 days ahead, and then gives you some synopsis about the programming. Now back to the app. On the HD Plus remote, you have your subscriber details. So with the press of the HD Plus button, you're able to we are able to show your HD Plus number, which is like your account number, your unique identifier, plus the password. So this is what you need to input when you download the My HD Plus app. And then you're good to go to enjoy TV on the go.
Right, but how many people can actually download the app?
Like from your decoder?
From my decoder. Like
so every decoder, the decoder is for use in a household. So we are estimating that averagely about 5 people in a household. So 5 devices can connect to one mobile, one HD Plus decoder at any point in time. However, we give the first number that connected free data every month.
I'll definitely be the person in my house. I'll definitely be the one. But then again, I just want to ask, you have worked in so many industries. Do you miss the other industries that you've worked in, especially now that you are, dealing with HD Plus? Do you miss the other ones? Like obviously Nestle is food and beverages. You've done Vodafone, that's telecommunication, and now it's something else. So do you miss the other ones?
So when I reflect on my early career, I think that it was preparing me for today, right? So for Nestle, it's FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods, right? And this is what HD Plus is doing today, where we are trying to sell to B2C or to everyday customers. Then Vodafone was more of telco, so it was how do you use technology to enhance the lives of people, right? So for me, all these are experiences that make me able to deliver on my mandate. And I necessarily won't say I miss it, but I think that when I look back, I'm grateful for that experience, and it only then means that I need to build on it and create that same experience for anyone working in HD Plus, because we're a very new company.
What would you say to your 10-year-old self?
It was good you had a plan, but letting that plan, being very flexible so that that plan changed was the best thing you could ever do.
Wow. Yeah. I like it. I like it.
I actually admire you.
Yeah, there are a lot of young ladies who are watching. Any last words of inspiration to encourage somebody who may find themselves in between careers, they're trying to take decisions, they're feeling challenged because where they're coming from felt safe and comfortable, where what is ahead looks a bit daunting, they're not sure if they should make the move or not. What would you say?
So I have 3 things to say to any young lady watching me. The first is have a support system, right? Sometimes I think it's something that as a woman I had to overcome myself. I think we've been socialized to think that we can do it all. We need to do it everything to prove
something
yourself. But for me, having a support system means that allowing yourself to be helped. And it's not only from a point of help, but having a mentor, somebody who can guide you and share what they have already made mistakes from, and then see things that you're not able to see. And sometimes, because they have access to certain rooms or rooms that you don't have access to, then it makes it easy for them to have a word, say a word about a good word about you. And then another thing is hard work, right? Because, for example, if your mentor or your sponsor wants to push you somewhere and your hard work doesn't speak for itself, or your track record doesn't speak for itself, then this is where nobody wants to even mentor you or sponsor you in the first place. So work hard. The fact that you are a woman or you are a lady doesn't mean that you can't do it. I think that there are enough examples today, more than ever, to show that a woman, what a man can do, a woman can also do. The third thing is that know your values, have your values, because this is what makes you authentic, right? This is what ensures that you don't lose yourself, right? And you know that you're standing for something. And it is through your values that you're able to bring meaning to whatever you do. So anyone watching me is 3 things: have a support system, hard work, and then know your values.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And you have a very nice studio, I must say.
Thank
you.
you.
We really appreciate that.
Thank
yeah.
you.
We're just enjoying it. We're just enjoying it. Thank you very much. We'll be speaking with Adelaide Ahovy Abbiw-Williams. Yeah, she is the CEO of SES HD Plus Ghana Limited.